Hi everyone, I'm Attorney General Mark Herring, and I'm really glad to have the opportunity to tell you a little bit about my background and the work I'm doing as Attorney General. I'm sorry we're not going to be able to be together and do this in person. Visiting Girls and Boys State is something I look forward to every year, but at least we've got an opportunity to do this virtually. I thought what I'd do is tell you a little bit about my background and how I got to what I think is the best job I've ever had, and then also tell you about the job that we do here in the Attorney General's office and some of the things that we're working on. Well, first of all, I grew up in Loudoun County. Don't know if there are any Loudoners out there, but when I was growing up, it was very rural, probably more cows than people. And then it really started taking off in terms of growth, and I feel really lucky to have had a front row seat as the county has really grown and developed, and a lot of those experiences have informed my work as Attorney General. When I was growing up, actually for a while I did not think I would be going to college. This is more of a do as I say, not as I do, but thankfully at the last minute my mom persuaded me to apply somewhere just in case I changed my mind, which I did, and it has led to a fantastic career. So it was one of the best decisions I made. And so to all of you out there who are thinking about going to college, make sure you get to work on your college apps early and get them in on time. I also was, after college, plotting a career in the Foreign Service. I'd studied international relations and foreign policy, but I got an opportunity to work with a local lawyer just to get an idea of what lawyers do, and I could see how lawyers can use the law in order to help people, and I was really interested in helping people, and so I decided to become a lawyer, went to law school, and went back to my hometown in Leesburg, where my wife and I raised our family, and that too was a fantastic experience. And it has led me to being Attorney General of Virginia, which is a fantastic job because I get to not only practice law, but also deal in public policy, and most importantly, helping people, which is what we get to do every single day. The Attorney General's office has about 450 employees, over half of them are lawyers, and we provide objective legal advice to every agency, board, commission, and state college and university, which making sure that public officials are following the law is really, really important and a job we take seriously, but it also affords an opportunity to be very proactive about how we can use the law as a tool to help people, especially who are vulnerable, who are discriminated against, people who really need the arm and shield of the law to help protect them. So, for example, we took the lead in responding to the opioid epidemic and advocated for a lot of prevention and treatment, but also holding drug companies accountable for when we think they have created or prolonged this opioid epidemic. We've also really worked hard to make sure that Virginia is addressing sexual and domestic violence the right way. Too often, those cases were not taken as seriously as they should have, and we have really turned the page in that, in making sure that survivors know that they're going to get the support and compassion they need and deserve. We also are very active in protecting people's rights, and sometimes that means we are going to court, including the Supreme Court. And we recently had a really good victory in the DACA case. I've been standing up for Virginia Dreamers for a long time, and that was a great win. Virginia Dreamers are a big part of our Virginia family, and I'm really glad and proud that I have stood shoulder to shoulder with them to help protect them and their rights. We also, in this COVID world, are presented with a lot of new challenges. That means we've really stepped up on consumer protection, making sure that price gougers who are trying to profit off the crisis stop and cut it out. But we also are facing a lot of legal challenges to the governor's COVID mitigation measures in state and federal courts, and that's another way that we've been out protecting people, keeping them safe and healthy. So that's a little bit about the work we do in the Attorney General's office. It's the best job I've ever had, and I hope that you all have a great summer and stay safe and stay healthy, and look forward to seeing you somewhere in Virginia soon.